Daytime baseball. Now in the box, Aaron Hicks. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Here's the first pitch to him. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through for a hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball one. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius. As he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Striding forward now is the DH, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Ready on 1-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Luke Voigt. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently. 2 out, nobody on.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Outside, 3-0 now. Kluber is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball. Voigt leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of the zone, he's going to get hurt.
The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up from Progressive Field. It's now 2-0 New York. Stepping up now, Francisco Lindor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Francisco.
First pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Hicks. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting second, left fielder.
In now for Cleveland, Michael Brantley. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Popped him up. Andujar shading to his right, and that's the second out of the inning. Digging in now, Jose Ramirez. And he comes in following a year in which he was named the American League's Silver Slugger for third baseman. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And, hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Backhanded. Throw in time, and the side is retired. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Stepping in, Brett Gardner.
Number 11, Brett.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Digging in, Aaron Hicks. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Here's a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. This is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that.
And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. Here's big Aaron Judge, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike one. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
That's called getting your A swing off right there, and I don't blame him one bit after his first at bat. You remember, he went bridge his first at bat.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Kipnis ranging back, and he makes a nice catch on the track. Is that striding in for the Indians? Edwin Encarnacion set to lead off the home half of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And that one just missed outside. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they called him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit down the third base line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some 2-seam movement to it. 2 gone. Here's Yonder Alonso. Previous history with Luis Severino. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. And that misses, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Hard hit toward the hole. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. Back from Progressive Field as we're set for the beginning of the 3rd inning here on MLB Network. Stepping into the box, Didi Gregorius looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the 3rd.
Leadoff single to start the 3rd right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
From the belt, the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Hard sinker misses, 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Luke Voigt. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set, and the pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Voigt, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the 22nd round back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And that's taken in by Chisenhall, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Miguel Andujar. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting 8.
At the plate, Jason Kipnis. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's 0 for 5. First delivery to him on the way. Sliders in for a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jason Kipnis becomes out number 2 this inning. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Make it 9. At the plate, Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Gary Sanchez becomes the first out of the inning. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. In for a strike. It's 1-1. This is in the air out to right field. And that's taken in by Chisenhall, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, number 11.
Here's Brett Gardner now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Strike two as he swings and misses at a ball in the dirt. Pulled toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3.
Leading off the fourth for the Indians, the shortstop.
First pitch on its way.
Lindor.
A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Gardner is there. One out.
Left fielder number 23.
Here's Michael Brantley. He popped out in his first trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider.
Counts 1-0.
Indians still in search of their first hit of the ball game. Two and 0 to Brantley.
Two tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
High and away, not close. 3-0. Jose Ramirez waits on deck. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one 3-0 and has battled back with two quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another full count pitch home. Fouled away. No runs, no hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Sent on the ground out to second. And there are two away now. Now to the plate, Jose Ramirez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. The bouncer to the left side. Gregorius is there. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail it here. Ready for another shot now, Aaron Hicks. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they face. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now 3-1. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Right fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Aaron Judge. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. One and 2. One out, nobody on. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Kipnis moves over. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Yankees.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Didi Gregorius. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1 and 2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1 and 2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. Giancarlo Stanton will get a chance in the inning following the base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they can put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Gregorius, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hard liner to center field. And Kipnis will put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. Edwin Encarnacion now. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. The 1-0 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking up around the letters. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
On to first, and there were 2 down. Now at the plate, Yonder Alonso. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Hit down the line at first. And he'll He'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians standing in, Luke Voigt. He'll start things out here against Corey Kluber. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Takes a knee-high fastball. Hit hard on the ground to short. Lindor right there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth. Here's Miguel Andujar now. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Now his sinker falls in there for a called strike. 2-1. To short, hit hard. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Up next for the Yankees.
Ready now, Gary Sanchez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least.
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
The batter, number 25.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Drilled on the ground to short. Lindor fields it cleanly. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 3-0 New York. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
We're moving through the middle of this ballgame right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
A windup and the 0-1. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Torres has it. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Up next for Cleveland.
In now, Jason Kipnis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Tough slider down low for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes. Now at the plate, Yan Gomes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Had him reaching that time. It's strike one.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
Gomes has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. Stays alive, still 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Wow, I was starting to wonder if we had to go on no-hit alert, Dan. I know you were privy to that. Sixth inning right here, they finally break through with their first hit of the game.
And you have to wonder, D-Row, this guy had been cruising all along going into this sixth inning. We'll see if he can be able to buckle down right here. The sixth and seventh innings are normally the toughest innings for a starting pitcher, so we'll see if he can minimize the damage now.
First pitch on its way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Gomes is off at first with 2 away. Fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now another 1-2. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Yeah, I love a team that keeps fighting with 2 outs like they did here. The previous batter gets on board with a single, and his teammate does even better with an absolute bomb. That's good baseball.
Left fielder number 23, Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley. Will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
And that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail.
High and deep to right. Judge looks up, and it's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as they take the lead 4-3. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions?
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger, as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. David Robertson, the 5'11" right-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now.
David Robertson.
Into the box, Edwin Encarnacion, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion, and it's now 5-3. Chad Green, the right-handed reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Fouled away. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, what a play! It's in time. Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. More baseball on MLB Network. Ready once again, Brett Gardner. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Lindor moving to his left. 1 down. So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Aaron Hicks. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Sinker to open the AB, and there for strike 1. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, a diving stop. He is out. Stepping in, Aaron Judge. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a strike. Breaking balls in for a strike.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Yonder Alonso. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
First baseman, Yonder Alonso.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a high pop-up. There to take it is Gregorius for the first down. Standing in, Lonnie Chisenhall. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. Check swing and a pop-up now to the left side. And this is taken in for the second out. So stepping in, Jason Kipnis. He went down on strikes last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
The 1-1 home. He's in there for strike number 2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Swing and a liner. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
Yan Gomes is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
That changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off speed is in the high 80s.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Indians leave 1. Cody Allen been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Cody Allen.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here. D-Row, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
A fastball that finds the outside corner. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and we are tied again. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Yeah, Matt, boy, what a different ballpark this place plays in Cleveland. That old Municipal, they called that the mistake by the lake. But Progressive Field, this is a tough ballpark to hit. We'll hit them out of, D-Row.
You know, this is an interesting ballpark, Dan, and that's why what they were able to do today on the offensive side was so special. This place early in the season plays super big. It's cold out there. The ball is not traveling. Once the summer months heat this place up, right center becomes a nice option.
Hit on the ground out to short. Lindor is there on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Two and 1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
2-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Lindor up the middle. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Gary Sanchez. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Most good breaking ball hitters will hit good breaking balls. In that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch that was down in the zone. And he handled it really nice.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. The 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. All even at 5. Zach Britton is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 53.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. In previous meetings with Britton over the years, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
1-1. Swinging a high chopper, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Popped straight up. Gregorius will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Left fielder number 23.
Into the
Michael Brantley.
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Voigt in foul ground. 2 gone.
Now then, second baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Britton pauses. 0-1 on its way. Hit to short. Gregorius has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. Our score holds at 5 apiece. And that'll bring.
Leading off for the Yankees, second baseman, number 25.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Takes this the other way to right on a base hit. So a great start to the 9th as the possible go-ahead run is aboard to kick off the inning.
The left fielder, number 11.
Now at the plate, Brett Gardner. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to take it in is Kipnis, and there's one away. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Aaron Hicks. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. In there, no balls and a strike. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. Back to first, a double play, and we stay tied heading to the bottom of the ninth. Ford. Edwin Encarnacion.
Leading off with a drive.
That last at-bat, that showed me something. It's not that easy to hit a changeup over 400-plus feet out of the ballpark. So this guy gets some good extension, strong wrist, and this guy's got some terrific bat speed.
Dylan Betances enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Comes set, and the 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. One out, nobody on. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
3-2, full count. Swing and a liner, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's one out in the inning. They got one more to play with that they could potentially be productive with, but this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
Here's Yonder Alonso as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. And he fouls this one off. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Looked like a cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Previous history against Dylan Betances. He's 1 for 5. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. And this is high, a ball and a strike. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Hicks will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. One left for the Tribe. This ball game still tied 5-all. Shane Bieber takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. First offering on its way.
Right fielder.
Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And that one is gone. A solo shot here to left, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
Now back.
Here's Didi Gregorius.
Gregorius.
As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Kipnis is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Giancarlo Stanton now. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Hit hard to short. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat for the offense. That's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
In now, Luke Voigt. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. Nothing in. Stanton stands at first with 1 out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kipnis is right there to handle it, and there are 2 gone now. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Now batting, Miguel Andujar. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. Onto the home run porch and gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in left as they open up an 8-5 lead. Gary Sanchez will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
A swing and a miss at a ball down. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra. 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. Aroldis Chapman enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th. Striding into the box, Jason Kipnis. He'll be the one to greet Chapman, who looks to put an end to this one. A shot down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. And a fastball just a bit up. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. 5-time line against Chapman. He's 1 for 2. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. That's inside. 2-0. 2-1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Gregorius over to his right. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
8-5 today. The Yankees sent 5 balls over the wall to come out on top in this one. Dylan Betances is credited with the win. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees. 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For Cleveland, 5 runs, 7 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. I'll remind you that the Regional Transit Authority provides convenient, affordable service to and from Progressive Field. The Rapid Transit provides direct service to Tower City, only a short 10-minute walk from Progressive Field through RTA's walkway to Gateway.